Hey, welcome back. As always. Oh man, it's a nice one tonight. It's a nice one tonight. All right, let's talk about hitting rock bottom. Tough time. Tough time. Anytime we get to rock bottom, whatever is causing us to get there, it's a divorce, it's a breakup, someone died that we know, drugs, alcohol. And sorry for my lips, man. It is the weather is so dry. My lips are so chapped. I'm doing everything I can to take care of it. But I'll tell you something funny real quick. I ran out of lip balm because, dude, I've just been constantly applying it. And so I go to the drugstore and I ask the lady, in Spanish, where the lip balm is, and I just show her my old one, and she brings me right to the same spot where they have the same brand, and I just had the regular neutral, neutral flavor, no scent, no nothing. And so I saw the cherry, and so, hey man, cherry flavor sounds good. I grab it, buy it. She said nothing, and I bring it back home, and it's freaking women's. so dude, my lips are so bad. I did not care. I've been wearing I've been wearing lipstick. I've been wearing women's lip balm at my house. If I go out, I take it out, of course. I take it off, of course, and then put some coconut oil on. But coconut oil just does not. It only lasts for like 2 minutes. So we're trying, man. So when you move somewhere, that's the weather is you may, oh, it's got great weather, but it may do stuff to you that you don't like. Anyways, I don't care. It's just me at home. Whatever, I don't care. But let's get back to the topic. Rock bottom, man. I'm going through it right now. I'm going through it myself, and I've been to rock bottom so many times, and I first want to say, if you're going through it, and you're in that shame cycle where you're like, why do I always do this? I'm such a loser. I'm such an idiot. I always take too much. I always do this, crash my car. Or you lost someone and you're feeling some type of personal responsibility of it, or you broke up with someone, you're saying, why do I always do this to people? Dude, I've been there, man. I've been there. And I've been there where I've been to the points where you have suicidal ideation. Like, the pain is so bad, the shame is so much, the guilt is so hard, man, that it's you don't think you can bear it, and you think about ending it. You think it would be better not to feel it. And man, if you're there, I don't know if this is showing up reversed, but Pete Walker's book, Complex PTSD, he's got a section in here where he talks about flashback management, and his term for flashbacks is like the feeling we go through when we hit rock bottom. It's flashing back to a time in our childhood when we had those, we were projected upon, and we had just those feelings of loneliness and deep darkness and no love, no nothing, no worth, no value. No one here likes us. All the problems in the family are our fault. Man, it's such a tough time. It's such a terrible time. So he's got a chapter in here. This is I've read so many books on recovery, on CPTSD, on narcissistic abuse, on the whole gamut. Pete Walker's book is like in the top 3. Get it. I highly recommend it. Anyone who had trauma, anyone who had neglect, anyone who was abused physically, sexually, verbally, emotionally, it is one of the best books, if not the best book. There's been few books that have helped me that much. Back to flashbacks. If things are bad enough, and you're really thinking about ending it, please call put the video down and call the National Suicide Help Hotline. I'll post the number on the bottom there. But when we're in these rock bottom points, and especially when we are absolutely just tearing ourselves apart, feeling bad, feeling pity, feeling shame, feeling guilt, what do you do? How do you get out of it, man? Well, I think two of the best things is, one, and it's easier said than done, I know. When you're in the middle of it, it's easier said than done, but If you've offended someone, if you've violated someone, if you have violated something, you got to make amends. You got to let them know. You got to ask for forgiveness. And not this. And it's real forgiveness. And look, when we're in the bottom of it, we're feeling it, and it is real. The pain we feel for hurting someone, the pain we feel for whatever, losing someone, for something we did, for something we broke a promise to ourselves. And not these fake politician apologies. When someone gets caught in some type of scandal, when Justin Trudeau had to apologize for when the pictures of him when he did dressed up as blackface back in the day, and the fake tears, and and Bill Clinton back in the Monica Lewinsky stuff. That's just a garbage apology. It's so fake. It's so contrived. A real apology is, I'm so sorry I hurt you. I realize I did X, I did Y, I did this. I violated our trust. I violated our agreement. And I recognize how hurt you are because of this. Or if it's like, I don't know, you got caught gambling or something like that, and you stole money from something. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did this. I'm gonna make it up. I'm gonna pay it back, and I'm gonna be a better person. And then forgive yourself. Look, I've been on this recovery journey, and I've grown a ton in the last almost 10 years. I've read so many books. I've had so many therapy sessions. I've had so many moments of growth and healing, and I've so many great new relationships with people, deeper relationships than I've ever had. And, everything before then was on the surface: weather, sports, what I did that day. I'm sure you can relate. Now my conversations with people, if they're the type of people, if they're available for that, conversations have depth, they have meaning, they have value. And look, I'm not saying those conversations don't have value. We need those types of people. We need types of people on the whole scale in our lives. Up into points where the types of people that hurt us, continue to violate us. But forgive yourself, make amends, apologize. But you don't need to apologize over and over. You don't need to beat yourself up over and over and over. Man, that is the shame, that is the guilt from your childhood talking there. Okay? You know it when you feel it. You know it when you're doing it just because you've been caught. And you know when you're doing it because it's coming from the bottom of your heart. Okay? Get help. Talk to people. If you would reach out to friends, to family, and let them know what you're going through, or even say, hey, look, man, I really screwed up. I just want to let you know I'm going through a really tough time, and I just need to vent a little bit. And you don't have to go into the details, but I would really think that if you select the right people, they will listen, and they will say, hey man, I've screwed up too. I screwed up also. We're gonna get through this. Having a friend like that, having a family member like that is so powerful, so valuable. And here's the thing, when you are able to do that, and when you have that connection with someone and you're able to commiserate with them and share that pain, man, you experience that, you're able to do that to them. Maybe now when they're going through something, they're gonna see you as a safe person to open up to, as a safe person to have that, dude, I drank again. I smoked again. I did this again. I stole again. I gambled again. And I can't tell you how valuable those relationships are. And when you open up, people open up to you. It's a beautiful thing. But when you're in the middle of it, man, it's so hard to think clearly. It's so hard we want to isolate. We think we're unique. We think we're just a menace of society. We're a blob. We're nothing. And it's so painful, man. It's so painful, those times, where we want to end it. We want to end it all. But I'm telling you, there's hope. One day at a time. Sometimes it's 1 hour at a time. I told y'all I stopped drinking recently. And I was walking today. And the weekend was pretty well. The weekend went pretty well. Kept myself occupied. But I was walking home recently. And I passed a couple bars. And I saw like an empty bottle on the road. And then it hit me, man. Oh, God, it'd be so nice to be with buddies right now, cracking a couple cold ones, after a day of work, feeling that euphoria, feeling that buzz. But what I've done, the trick I've done, and we'll get back to the rock bottom, and this is just a tip for anyone going through something that you want to stop doing, is at first when I stopped drinking, the first like day or two, I said, as soon as I see something or as soon as I think about it, my heart, not my head too, but mostly from my heart, I say, I don't drink anymore. But after 2 days, I've changed that to, I don't drink. So as soon as I see a bottle, an empty beer can on the road, or as soon as I have that thought, as soon as I have that craving, I just say, I don't drink anymore. I tell myself, I feel it. I don't drink anymore, okay? Or even if you can't do that, just say, I'm not drinking today. Hell no, there's no way I'm drinking today. There's no way I'm smoking weed today. There's no way I'm doing cocaine today. There's no way I'm calling my ex today. There's no way I'm going to the casino today. Or this hour, okay? It's tough, man. It takes a courage and strength. And people who have quit substances, changed their life around for whatever it is, they're a societal piece of garbage, and now they're walking the straight and narrow, whatever it is for them. That takes so much courage, man. It takes so much courage to go against the flow. It's really tough, man. So people who have quit stuff, man, especially if you've done it over and over again, dude. Before I really got things under control, dude, I tried quitting weed so many times. Literally every time I bought a bag, I'd be like, this is the last one. And I did that hundreds and hundreds of times until I finally did, okay? And got to a place where it's manageable. Rock bottom. I'm all over the place, as I usually am. What are some things we can do? Man, we can step out on a balcony. We can step out where we're out. We can see nature. Nature is always there to give us back. We can feel the wind on our skin and let ourselves know that we're alive. Look yourself in the mirror. Look, this is one thing I did when I got my divorce. On the day where it was over and we said we were done, when I was in my own, I took a photo of myself in the mirror. And I just knew this is the worst it's gonna be. It's still gonna be bad. And it's still gonna be tough for a while. But right now, this moment, when it just happened, I just had this thought, and I just knew this is the worst it's gonna be. And it still sucked. The following months and weeks really sucked. But that's a good thing to do, and maybe put it on your screen. Maybe put it on the home screen of your phone, okay? Talk to yourself. Be kind to yourself. It's gonna be okay. Tomorrow's gonna come. Take a nap. Go to the gym if you have enough energy. Walk in your apartment or your house if you don't feel like going outside. Get some sun, okay? Call a therapist. Okay. It's tough finding a good therapist. I shouldn't say it's tough, but there's a lot of bad ones out there, but there's a lot of good ones out there. And it took me, I think, 3 or 4 okay ones before I found one that really, really fit for me, okay? Having people to share the burden. Having people to share your burden. You don't have to go about this alone. You do not have to go about this alone. Having people to share the burden makes the burden a lot easier to carry. There's nothing wrong with you. We all have problems. Look, and what I was getting to earlier with how long I've been in recovery, in the healing journey, and recovering from abuse and CPTSD is, man, I still screw up. I still have problems. I have done it recently, okay? I had my rock bottom with alcohol was just 8 days ago, okay? I'm not perfect, even with all the work I've done. There's nothing wrong with you. And getting to rock bottom does not define us. Let that be the chapter in your life. Like if there was a book about your life, imagine this as being the beginning of the redemption chapter. Like you're getting to the middle when things are just starting to get good. Okay, I know it's so tough to think about this stuff and you know and want to take the steps to get better. But man, what is the alternative? What is the alternative? You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to stop living. You know, life's good, man. Just stick your hand out the window of your car next time you're driving and feel that wind and really feel it. Put your mind into your hand and feel the wind coming by and feel alive. Go out, get some good food and really chew it for a long time and just savor the flavor. You're still alive. You're still here. And one thing I love doing is getting a new pack of socks. New socks feel so good on the feet, don't they? You know, especially compared to when they're just getting so thin on the bottom of the sole. Feel those socks. Let them feel good. Okay. Get a pizza. Call a friend. Watch a movie. Call a therapist. Call the National Suicide Hotline if it's that bad. Okay. I don't even like using the term bad, but if you're in that state, okay. Life can be great. Life can be good. And again, this book, man, if you were abused, if you were neglected, physical, verbal, sexual, or if you just think you had an unsavory childhood that is somehow impacting you to this day, I cannot recommend this book enough. Okay. Rock bottom is not the end. Sometimes it's just the beginning. And you can get through it. You can get through it. I've been to many rock bottoms. Just bawling on the floor, crying, you know, thinking it's the end, sprawled out like like a dead spider. It's tough, man. It sucks. It hurts. It's painful. But it's not the end. And a lot of times it's just the beginning. So why does it have to come to rock bottom sometimes for us to make that change? I don't know. It'd be really cool if we could just have a life where we just, you know, stack all these new things that we're doing and we just keep getting better and better and better without the dips, without the lows. That would be fantastic. But I just don't think that's how life is. We're much more motivated by pain than pleasure. So maybe that's why, you know, we have to hit rock bottom for a lot of things. So, hey, look, the channel's new. Getting some views. The views are increasing, more subscribers. Please, I don't want to ask this much, but please like and subscribe. Throw in a comment. You know, what do you do? What recommendations do you have for someone who's hitting rock bottom? Tell me about your rock bottom. What did you do to bounce back? Put that in the comments. I'd love to read it. Love to have some dialogue with y'all. And thanks for watching. Have a good evening. One more shot of the sunset. There you go. Thanks for watching.